Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 24. Today is kind of a special episode because we can say hello to a lot of new people. The reason for this is that Citywall is doing a thing right now, and I think it's already published in a workshop, and it's the Hyperloop. This is just a thing that I've also did some work on and that I've also did some cinematics with, and it is also already built in the city, but you haven't seen it until now. And this is just something where I was invited from him that I could use it before it was officially released and that I could do some cinematics for it and send it to him. And he did a video on this one. I've linked it down below, and yeah, so I will be also uploading the cinematic video from this stuff. So I've did quite a lot of cinematics about it and also built quite a big area, but you guys haven't seen it until now because it was kind of secret, so you will be seeing it soon, but not today. There will be the cinematics soon and maybe the building of it later on. Because I have some problem with the recordings of this whole thing, I wasn't uploading it when he published his video, and I hope I can fix it, but I'm not too sure about it, I have to say. So back to what we're doing in the video. You will now see me build a train station and the areas around it, and for this one I was starting off with building some more kind of city blocks there, because this would be the area that the train line will be going through, and for this one I've just wanted to kind of get a feeling for this one already, and I had some problems with it because some mods don't seem to work for me until now, and it is prop it up. It doesn't seem to work for me suddenly and I don't know why, but I will have to take a look at this, and I think I know the problem, but this is just something kind of an idea of me, and I will have to see if this will fix it, and if not, we will have to work around it, but this wouldn't be that much of a problem. We did it in the last series, and I think I would be able to do it in this one still. So right now I was building 2 whole blocks while I was talking this, and you can see I'm getting quicker with this every time, and this is also good because we will be needing to build a lot of these blocks. But for today we are just building 3 of them and the train station. And the train station is also the main part of the video, and this will be taking about 20 minutes to build. And I had some struggles with it to make a 20-minute videos about just one train station, but then I had the possibility. I've had one try of editing it and then I had 10 minutes and one where I had 50 minutes for the video purely, also timed up, sped up and just stuff like this. So I was just like, okay, I have to decide, and so now I took a middle way in between, because the one I just had to try where I've kept everything as it was, and in another one I had every single try that I built it. And these were about 10 or 20 tries, so this was quite a lot. But so I've decided on this way, so you can now see me building everything that you will be seeing later on, and also some stuff more, but the stuff more that isn't kind of kept there, that will be deleted or that will be hidden beneath the tunnel that will be going through the city. And this is also a thing that I was wanting to do for quite a lot of time, and I think it worked out quite well, because it is just kind of a mix between it's going over all the streets and on a higher level than the streets, but it's also a tunnel that it's going into, and the tunnel is basically in between a house, so you kind of get a feeling to drive into a house and straight kind of into and kind of really into the house into it. Yes, this is the best thing that I could explain it, and this is just a thing that I thought it would look kind of cool, and here it does. I like it, so I'm very happy with how this whole thing turned out. I'm sorry, this was my phone. I don't know why it turned on and turned off once again. But yeah, so it turned out very good and I'm very happy about it, and we'll be doing more of these elevated stations soon. But this is just the first one where I've also tried a lot, and then I've also deleted a lot. And my initial thought were that this whole thing would be visible from above, but this brought some problems with it, also with connecting it up there. The catenaries were clipping with the road and stuff like this, so I was just like, nope, okay, I will have to kind of cover it up and use some tricks. And I think they worked out quite well. And yes, so basically this episode is a lot of trying, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, because this is one of the biggest builds that I think I've did in the city. And it's also one of the hardest for me, for sure, but I was very happy when I finished it, and it was also really fun to do it. I had about 20 or 30 hours of recording. And it was just so much time that I spent on this one. I think I've worked about 1 week on it, but I'm very happy with it, and I will definitely be building more stuff like this. And also maybe just another thing that I wanted to say is while I was gone for 2 weeks, I was having some holidays too, and I was just taking myself some time and just some time to relax and off my PC. And now I'm very happy that I'm back, because I was also not at home. I was in another place in Austria, and it was quite relaxing to me, so I'm very happy that I was there, and now I'm also very happy to be back and can record and make a voiceover, because I have this footage laying around for quite some time now. And this is also kind of hard for me right now to see what I tried there, but it is getting back, my memories are getting back to what I did there and what I wanted to achieve there. And here I'm right now actually knowing what I tried there, and this was trying to connect up all the platforms. And for this one I've made some hidden pathways. They will be hidden inside the tunnel, so this will be exactly at the entrance of the tunnel. You will be going down there, and you will be seeing a lot of crazy floating things in there if you would go there in real life, but you don't see them in Skylines, so we can pretend that they aren't there. Here I'm working on the entrance, and I'm using the Japanese entrance for this whole thing. Not this one. Not this one, this was the other thing that I wanted to use, but that I then didn't use because it wasn't fitting there. It was this one here. And this is basically to one train station, and it is unmarked, so I can basically use it for every single train station. And I will be also using them a lot, at least on the line 1 that we already are building the whole time, but maybe on another one I will be using other ones just to kind of mark them off. Also spoken to what we've built, we will be doing some changes there. I will be removing the whole, how is it called? The whole slums area. They will be completely gone, because I want to make a more Japanese theme and not Chinese thing in this area. And so I've just decided on doing it like this. Also here I've used a trick. I've PO'd the building so that all the weird billboards are gone. I don't know why they are there. I think they're looking so ugly, but that's just some base game stuff, I would say. But yeah, basically what I want to say with this one is that we'll be doing a lot of changes, and that the slums will be gone, and just some stuff like this. Here I'm working on the entrance to the platform, because you can't use these pathways to connect them up. Somehow it isn't working for me, it's kind of glitchy, but now it works. You've also seen a cinematic, people are getting actually on the train and off the train, and the train line is very well used, so actually we're right now at the point where we can say that the people are actually accepting the train line and that it is going there. And what you can see me there is just kind of trying to do some buildings that aren't looking too clipping and that are working out there, and I've just decided I want to hide a lot of the spaces with just some buildings there, and it worked out quite well in the end, I would say. And this is also another challenge for me. I haven't done this too much before. This is my first series when trying it out, but I think it's working out quite well for me and I'm liking the look of it, so I will definitely be keeping on giving me some challenges like this, because I've watched a video from West Dale where he did something like this, and I was just like, okay, this is cool, I want to try it if I could do something similar to it. And it isn't nearly as good as the stuff that he's doing, but I think it is working out for me, and it is just kind of for me to learn PO and stuff like this, so we will be using a lot of PO in this series too. Also here another big thing is the bus station before it, and for this one I've used also the runnies understands, or roofs, or how they are called, so that you have something kind of protection from the weather, and it is turning out pretty well and I'm very happy about it. Also just some space for some greenery, because I love greenery and this city isn't too green right now. It is pretty much a lot of buildings, but some green stuff I wanted to have there. Also at first I wanted to have there just kind of a parking lot beneath it, but this wasn't working out, because in there where would the people go inside of the train station on this side? So I've said, okay, this is kind of a plaza later on, so we'll be adding in some stuff like this. And here I was also just trying to make myself a small wall. I think I haven't kept it later on, but we'll be doing something like this too. And also maybe some architecture like this, and also something for street runners, because this is just a cool thing and a cool detail that you could give your series there. And yes, this whole plaza thing is quite a good, I would say. And I just like it because this plaza is working out quite well for me, and it isn't too extremely detailed. It is basically just some benches, some billboards and some bushes, but it is working out for me and it's looking detailed from above and it isn't taking too many FPS. This is also a thing that I have to consider now because we have a lot built in the city already and this project is getting very, very, very big. But yes, so here's just the main platform protected, and the reason for this is that I couldn't fit in 2 of them without clipping on the railways, and this wouldn't be too good, so I've said to myself, okay, I want to keep it like this. The middle platform is protected, the other side not. Maybe I'll be doing there a custom PO roof, maybe not. This is just something that I will have to try out later on. Here was just adding benches, just kind of to get the feeling of a realistic area here, just to get some seating areas and some places where people could rest if they are tired or stuff like this. So this was just something that I thought it would be kind of necessary there. And yes, so here I was already kind of thinking, okay, I will have to keep it like this and I'll kind of have to hide it. And for this one I've just used the normal roofs because they aren't clipping and they aren't doing some weird stuff that the other ones are doing with the ground. So they are sometimes elevating it up and putting it down once again, and therefore also thank you to Treki, who said this to me about 10 episodes ago, and now I finally realized it too and I didn't use them there. And yes, so also my imaginary thoughts about this area were that it has this tunnel, kind of a maintenance area, so that above there is an office for the train station and for the train line where they can just kind of control stuff and stuff like this. So I thought this would be kind of a cool thing, and yeah, I think it turned out quite well. Here I was using PO, and I'm extremely bad with PO, so I'm sorry for that, but I will be working a bit more with it and then I hopefully will get better with it throughout the time. But for now I've just used it to kind of hide the stuff here, and I've liked using it actually. I was quite surprised by it because I always thought it was so complicated, but it worked out very well for me, so this is just a thing that I should do more often, I think. And yeah, so here I was just looking that there was nothing clipping and it looks like one big tunnel, and we'll be hiding a lot of these areas of the tunnel. It won't be looking like this, but I just wanted to have it there for my thinking, that I would see which kind of thing is and that I can also detail the areas around it more easily. And here I've also decided to make kind of a green roof, and the reason for this is that I like looking at them and they're making some more greener areas in the city, because this would be kind of a thing that they would have to do in the city, that I want in the city, because just kind of trees are very good against pollution and stuff like this. So I was thinking this would be kind of realistic to me. And yes, so here I was just looking at some Google Maps pictures once again. I'm doing this quite often. And this building is completely American, I know that, and I'm aware of it. But I wanted to keep it there, kind of the thinking that this would be a motel or a hotel for especially American people that I wanted to stay in stuff that they already know, because with people doing this somehow. And yes, so here I was just working with the roofs from Ronnie, and I would be switching off this green one with the black one from him, but this was just a try to get in different colors into the roofs because it would make it more interesting, and this would kind of give it a unique touch, I would say. And for the unique touch, I'm also kind of then there got to the idea I could use buildings to blob above it. And for this one I've used the racetrack depots from Ronnie. Why not? Because I like them from the look there, and they are kind of looking like there would be a small office or maintenance area. So I've PO'd them and elevated them up there later on, and just kind of to get in quite a cool look, I would say. Also, I'm right now thinking of the industry that our city will have, and therefore I won't be saying too much because I don't actually know right now what I want to use. So if you got any ideas, please hit me up down in the comments down below under this video, and we will be doing it. Because right now I'm just kind of thinking where I could build a small temple or something like this, because this is something that was wished from episode 2 ago, and that I now finally have got some time to build, and that I have some small ideas on where to build it. Because I want to give it a like big city feeling, and then there's suddenly a temple inside of it. This could be looking quite cool, I would say. Whoops, I'm sorry. And what you can see me there is starting off with the main entrance. And the main entrance was quite interesting for me to build, but I'm not too well by building it, so I thought about, okay, at first I want to have some bushes in front of it. This will be for the noise reduction from the bosses. This will be something very useful, and I just love building nature. I think you already know that, but I just love doing nature. So I was doing there something kind of a small nature square there, and then just connected it up inside. And I did some mistakes there. There were suddenly people floating up to the train station, but I fixed this later on. But this was very weird. So there was suddenly a grandma flying above there. I was just like, okay, game, thank you. Thank you very much. But it worked out in the end. And there at first I've had idea for above the entrance to have some advertisement, but later on I was like, wait, realistically there might be some kind of office space in there. So I've tried it with PO to hide a building inside of the train station, and this worked out quite well. It's looking like a normal office facade, but it's kind of just the facade there. Behind there is nothing, but I think it is looking quite cool and quite crazy. So I said to myself, yeah, I will be wanting to have it like this. So we're right now 15 minutes into the video, and I'm suddenly kind of having still a lot to talk about. So I'm very happy about this, but I might want to keep some of this for the next episode. But yeah, so what I just wanted to say there is this entrance is very easy to detail, as you can see, but it's working out for me and I'm very happy about it. And what I'm doing in the background is I'm trying to get a good kind of facade that I could hide there in between, so that there I could PO it, and there I've used this small office from, I think, King Leno, but I'm very happy about it, and I think it turned out quite well. And another thing that I wanted to say is thank you for watching this video until this point. It means a lot to me, and just wanted to say thank you once again to CityWalk City Wall, and just to all my new subscribers, and also if you're old one, thank you. I just appreciate the support, and we're very close to 400 subs, and it would be pretty cool to get it in some weeks. So if you're new to my channel, if you watched the video until this point and kind of thinking to yourself that you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing to me. It helps me quite a lot, and it is free, so yeah, please consider doing it. And here, with that said, I will leave you alone with the video, and wish you all a great day, and hopefully see another video of mine. And yeah, see you in another episode. Bye!